Welcome to Pallikkutam Digest, brought to you by Rajagiri Media. In this session, we're speaking directly to you, parents, the first teachers, lifelong mentors, and anchors of every child's growth.
In this session, we share research from around the world that can guide, support, and empower you in your parenting journey. Whether it's communication, training, school involvement, or the power of technology, there's something here for every parent.
Check one, check two, check.
Here's what we're covering today. 1. How communication tech is shaping parent-teen relationships. 2. What parents expect from training programs. A view from Japan. 3. Ethical leadership and parent engagement in schools. A Philippine study. 4. Can EdTech really help underprivileged students? Insights from India. And 5. A nostalgic look at how Sesame Street revolutionized learning on TV.
Let's begin with how communication tech is shaping parent-teen relationships.
A 2025 study published in the Journal of Family Psychology by Yoon Park, Jody Dworkin, and Samantha LeBouef from the University of Minnesota examined how parents and teens communicate in today's tech-driven world.
The study followed 404 families and found 4 unique patterns of parent-teen communication, ranging from in-person talks to texting, phone calls, and video chats. These were based on how often parents and teens connect, and for what reasons, be it planning, advice, or emotional support.
What stood out was this. Parents who communicated regularly using both face-to-face and tech-based methods reported stronger emotional closeness with their teens.
So here's the takeaway. Don't underestimate those small check-ins via text or video call. They help build trust and keep you connected. It's not just how often you talk, but how meaningfully you engage. Now on to what parents expect from training programs. A view from Japan. In a 2024 study published in Yonago Acta Medica, Honami Yamaguchi and her team from Totori and Shimane universities surveyed 806 Japanese parents of children with neurodevelopmental disorders.
These parents had not yet received formal training, and their responses revealed clear expectations. They preferred short, weekly sessions on weekends, led by qualified facilitators, and held within 30 minutes of travel.
Interestingly, their preferences also varied depending on income, education level, employment, and their child's age.
This research reminds us, if you're seeking help or training, don't hesitate to speak up about your needs. A well-designed program should work for your family's routine, not against it.
Let's move to our third story, ethical leadership and parent engagement in schools, a Philippine study.
In a 2024 study published in the Asia-Pacific Journal of Management and Sustainable Development, Donabel C. Roalos from Lyceum of the Philippines University, Batangas, studied over 400 secondary school teachers to understand what helps schools build better partnerships with parents.
The research found that schools with ethical leadership, principals, and teachers who are fair, transparent, and inclusive tend to have stronger parent engagement and better teacher development.
Among parent engagement traits, responsibility, communication, and influence ranked high. But involvement at home and school participation were weaker.
As parents, it's good to ask, are we actively engaging with our child's school? Remember, parent-school partnerships thrive when trust, communication, and shared goals are strong.
Our fourth story is titled, Can EdTech Really Help Underprivileged Students? Insights from India.
In a 2024 study by Dr. Ashok Kumar and his team at NCERT, New Delhi, explored how EdTech is impacting students from low-income communities in urban areas.
They found that when used effectively, EdTech boosted engagement and academic performance, but only when paired with proper infrastructure, trained teachers, and localized content.
But barriers like the digital divide, lack of awareness, and poor internet access still hold many children back.
Parents, this reminds us to advocate for inclusive solutions in your school or community. Ask how digital learning is being used and how it's being made accessible for all.
And finally, our historical story, Sesame Street and the birth of educational television.
In 1969, the beloved show Sesame Street launched in the US on PBS. It was co-created by Joan Gans Cooney and Lloyd Morissette, supported by the Children's Television Workshop and major funders like the Carnegie Corporation.
This wasn't just entertainment. It was research-based learning on TV, teaching literacy, numbers, and emotional skills to preschoolers, especially those from low-income families.
A 1970 study by Ball and Bogatz showed that children who regularly watched Sesame Street had better school readiness and cognitive growth.
So parents, even today, let's remember, when screen time is intentional and educational, it can truly support learning at home.
So whether it's texting your teen, joining school conversations, or ensuring inclusive access to learning, you play a powerful role in shaping your child's future.
Thank you for joining us on Pallikkutam Digest presented by Rajagiri Media. Continue learning, stay connected, and remember, you're not just parenting, you're partnering in education.